Hello and welcome to Pretty Tara Talk Time. I'm Tara, and again with the change of scenery, my computer is really full, so I have to film on the home computer because I'm downloading a lot of files and videos that we're going to be making another collab video with Rump Braves. It's like the third part. So it takes up a lot of space on my computer, and until I have it all edited, a little rash there, I can't take it off and I can't make more videos. So we'll be filming here for now, or on my phone, and I'll like upload it onto here. But yes, we will see. So today I'll be talking about what is the best underwear for your pads. Now, Bree from Precious Star Pads made a very similar video to this, and she talked about her favorite pads, her favorite underwear to wear with pads. And I thought, it'd probably be good if I made a video showing you what I like for underwear, what I don't like, and also going on with that is if you have a certain type of underwear, what pad is best for that. So here we go. First, I'm going to start off with underwear I don't like, and then I'm going to ones that I like, absolutely love. And then I have a stack of pads here. Just put some narrow pads here, medium width, and then wide. I don't have a lot of wide pads because I don't really like wide pads. So this is just one of my own pads that I make for my business that it hasn't been opened yet, but this is going to be the wide style. So here we go. Starting off with a pair of underwear I do not like is this. First of all, it's miniature. I wanted to get tight underwear for my pads, but this is like a size 8. Kids. I wear like a woman's small. That's like, it pinches my waist. It's so uncomfortable. And it's like a brief, so the bottom part is longer and it comes up too high. And the gusset is way too narrow. Like, it's just so tiny. I call these my bathing suit bottom underwear because they look like bathing suit bottoms. So I just don't like this. It doesn't fit well with me, and like it just was too tight. So you want to get snug fitting underwear with your pads because that way the pads won't like shift around. That goes for disposables and reusables, especially reusables because they're not adhesive. But you don't want to get super tight. And then one I really don't like, it's boxer shorts. Oh, no way. I don't even like this underwear in general. It's a short. Like, no. It doesn't cover my butt cheek, it doesn't make any sense. But also, like, if you wear it with a pad, because these are coming down, on your legs, and your pad's snapped around, it just bunches. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's folding over your pad, so this is kind of annoying, and it's trying to splay you out so you can get the full width of your pad, whilst this is trying to come down around your leg, and it just doesn't work. So just don't get boxer shorts. Also because it's loose in the butt. It's like snug, but it's also loose, flabby around the legs here. Like, this is your bone. Like right here, it's loose, so the pad will shift. It's just not a good idea. I don't even like boxer shorts to start off with. I don't know. They're just not comfortable for me. Now, one pair of underwear that I don't have with me is thongs, because I don't wear thongs. They just seem like they'd be really uncomfortable, and I don't know. I don't want anything like, I don't know. Just doesn't really. I don't know. I wouldn't want to try it, but I know they do make thong panty liners. I don't think they make thong pads, but you could probably ask somebody to make one for you. But I don't know if that would really work. If you're actually like bleeding towards the back, it wouldn't really catch it. But, oh no, you have to do your research on that. So moving on to underwear that is tolerable, but I wouldn't wear unless I had to. But these are like ones I wouldn't even wear, like no chance. These are ones I would wear, but I just don't like them. So this is some underwear that I wore until I got my new underwear as kind of like my backup pair. Like if all my other underwear was in the wash, I would wear these. But they just weren't comfortable. They didn't cover the butt cheek, and they were, for some reason, baggy in the butt. Like, they were snug up here, and they just got caught up baggy down here. Like, the elastic wasn't tight enough, so the pad would shift around, and it would be kind of like flabby down here, and it just wasn't snug enough in the butt. It didn't fit me well, and it was uncomfortable. And look how narrow that gusset is. So if I wore a pad that was wider than 2 inches, it was super uncomfortable because it was like flapping down there and just not comfortable. So pads didn't feel good in this. And then another pair I didn't really like, but I call these my church underwear because I wear them when I go to church for when I wear dress pants or like a dress or something like that, because this is like a no-show elastic band on the butt. Since now it's actually been more visible because you can see it got kind of crinkly. So when I wear it, it's kind of roughly, and you can definitely tell I'm wearing it. So I don't wear it anymore that often, but I do wear it at home. But the only reason why this is, it's 100% nylon. So it's super hot. It fits well, it's not baggy. It's a little loose in the butt again, but it's not like that. Pads are actually pretty comfortable in here. Again, it's a pretty narrow gusset, but it's a little wider this time. It stretches when you're wearing it. But because it's 100% nylon, I feel like I'm sitting in a puddle. Ew. Like, I sweat so much when I wear it. It's ridiculous, and I think I've leaked or something like that because it's just so wet. Even when you're not in your period, you're just like, did I get my period? Because it's so wet down there and it's not comfortable, and then I get like all itchy. It's just, oh, no. Ew. Ugh. I can only wear these like in the winter when it's not going to be hot, but I just don't like to wear them. They're kind of like my emergency underwear. I don't know. They're nice underwear, you know, if they were just cotton. So, but they do, pads are pretty comfortable. And these are the underwear that I would really like, so I like this underwear. It's my new church underwear because this is, again, like a no-show, and it's really nicely made. Now, this is polyester, nylon, spandex, and cotton, so it's not really breathable, but it's just a little bit more breathable. Still, I don't wear this on a daily basis because it is a little warmer, but it's got a good gusset that stretches, so it's a nice wider gusset. It fits me well. It doesn't cover my butt cheek the entire way around, but it almost reaches. It's really snug in the butt, very snug in the butt. So it holds my pads in terrifically, and I love this. It's great. I just don't wear it on an everyday basis because, again, it's not 100% cotton. And so then these are the underwear I wore until I got my new underwear, which I'm going to show you in a sec. This is pretty comfy. It holds, it's really snug. It fits really well. It's comfy. It's really good underwear. But again, the one reason I didn't like this is it has a super narrow gusset. So if I wore a pad that was wider than 2 inches, it was uncomfortable. So this is really good though because it really hugged me. It didn't reach my butt cheek again because they're kid underwear, so I have to get like miniature kid size underwear. But it would just hold the pad in place. It wouldn't jiggle around, and it was comfy, you know? And then recently I've gotten this underwear, which is fabulous. It's the perfect underwear. I have gray, pale purple, dark purple, white, and this blue, and then I have a white and like blue geometric pattern in this because I love it so much. It's fabulous. So as you can see, it covers the entire butt cheek back here. It's not baggy anywhere. It's tight, and it has a wide gusset. Like, look how wide that is. It's awesome. Like, it may not look really wide, but it is a lot wider compared to my other ones. Like, if I can just compare it to you to like this one, like that's the difference in the width. Like, that is a lot wider. So this I can wear with like even the widest of pads. It's comfortable. Now, again, even the widest of pads isn't the most comfortable in here. It does better with like the medium width and the narrow, but it's still, I can wear it, you know. When I wore wide pads with my narrow ones, it was just so uncomfortable. I thought all pads were uncomfortable, but now I know they're not. So this is great because, oh, by the way, all my underwear has like fabric waistbands. I can't wear the elastic, or just doesn't have like the elastic because that just irritates me. But this is great. It like holds it all in place. It's wide. And I don't get like a wedgie because it's wide enough in the butt. It doesn't come in. And then especially if you have a pad like Butterfly, I always call them Buttercycle because, you know, her sister runs Green Cycle, and I call them Buttercycle pads. Butterfly called pads with the big wings or something like that because they kind of pull your underwear in a little bit so it gets kind of bunchy. With this, if I wear a pad that does that, at least it still has more to reach so it's not like completely uncomfortable. So, yes. Now, I'm just going to go over if you have a certain type of underwear, if you have a certain type of pad, what underwear you should get. So, when you first get a pad, they tell you we should probably get from about 3 brands to try out what kind you like. Do you like the soaker sewn on top? Do you like wide pads, narrow pads, etc.? But we're going to be working with the width because you can pick whatever shape you want, but it kind of matters what width you wear with underwear. So if you try narrow pads, I suggest you try completely different brands, like you try different fabrics and everything, but try like a narrow, wide, and like a medium width. So here's like a narrow pad. This is an Honor Your Flow. If you're gonna go for like 2-inch wide pads, that also goes for Pink Lemonade Shop original width pads. Party in My Pants. These are all like 2 inches wide. And then Essence of Eve is a little bit wider. It's like 2.25 inches wide. And then this is also kind of 2.25 inches wide. This is one of my own period tire pads. So these three, and then these are just a slightly wider, but these are like narrow. And these are kind of like narrow, you know? So if you're going to get any of these, you're going to want to go for pads, underwear one thing, I would never recommend getting 2-inch wide gusset underwear. It's just not a good idea. It's just too narrow and you won't have a variety. But if you go for something that's about this wide, in the middle, you can wear narrow pads and like wide pads. Maybe not super wide pads, but these will all fit them really nicely. You can see that fits that perfectly. So does this. So does this. You know, they all fit really well in here. And, you know, all's good, right? But, yeah, this is a good width. Now, if you want to try your medium width pads, like these, I have a butterfly cloth pad, Precious Star pad, and a Faith Love Daisy Chains cloth pad. These are all what I would consider medium widths. They're about, let me just check for a sec. These are all, yeah, 2.5 inches wide. And these would go better with your wide underwear because, as you can see, they fit that gusset perfectly and comfortably as well. That fits really nicely, and so does that. It fits in there with a little bit of room to spare, so that's perfect. Now, also wide pads, definitely get a wider gusset, so that even fits that. This is a wide pad. It's a 2.75 inch pad. So basically, when you first try pads, don't only just try different pads, try different underwear. So get a pack of pads that have maybe not a 2-inch gusset, but if you want, try that. Maybe a wider and then like a really wide gusset. Just try different shapes. Don't just try different gussets, but also try kind of the granny panties shape. Try more of the, as a hipster by the way, try a brief, you know. So try different shapes, different sizes, really experiment. Just get like cheap packs of underwear. It doesn't have to be expensive underwear. Try it on and see what works best for you. Just buy like a pack of each. So that way you can find out what works best for you, what makes your pads most comfortable. I actually, when I wear my wider pads, I wear this. This isn't really comfortable with narrow pads because it just bunches up too much. And for narrow pads, I wear this. So I have like my different underwear for different pads. And maybe you'll need to do that too. Maybe you'll find the perfect pair of underwear, and if you do, please tell me. So I'm just going to go over the brands of some of these underwear that I really like. This is the Hanes, like 5S, like small petite. This is the smallest like women's underwear you can get, and this is their hipster. This is another Hanes. This is a child's size 10 hipster as well. And then this is a Mud brand underwear. This is their large, child large, and I really like this, but again, it's not 100% cotton, so. And then the rest of these are just like Hanes. This is like a brief, this is another hipster. For some reason, this is a different, this might not be a, I don't know what this is, but it just didn't work for me. It just says it's a Hanes. It's size 10, I don't know. And then this doesn't even have a brand on it, but this is the same brand as this actually. So this is 100% nylon as well. Super hot and sticky. These are barely there. So, yeah. Basically, that's it. That was a long video, but I wanted to make sure that people know that when you get pads, don't just stick with your underwear. Like, if your pads are comfortable in your underwear, that's great. But just keep an open mind and remember that you might have to get more underwear. So, yeah. If you think pads are uncomfortable, wait. Just get other underwear first, because I thought pads were so uncomfortable until I tried other underwear. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have fun underwear shopping. Bye!